going, everyone? How's it going? Hopefully all you guys doing great. Welcome into another day, another stream. Here we are. I know I'm late today, but there was a big oopsie. I dropped coffee all over my computer, but not my computer. No, it wasn't like that. I dropped it more like over the table and my keyboard and stuff like that by accident. So I had to go and clean it and stuff like that. But all is good. So yeah. But yeah, today we're gonna continue our playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. The story has been super fun, man. The story has been super fun. I'm really enjoying it a lot now. There was a time where I was a bit like, the game was like really fun in the beginning, but then it was like, man, all this like confusing questing is getting a little bit weird. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. But then after I got it down how it works and stuff like that, I'm enjoying it a lot more now, and I'm super excited to see what else we're gonna have, in the story. So yeah. Hey Desmond, how's it going? I hope you're doing great. Welcome in. It's good to see you though. Alrighty. Okay. Where's my game? Here it is here. Oh man, I forgot. This game takes 300 years to open. I should have opened it first. But I was like, man, I'm late to the stream, so I just like started it. I should have just like opened it. Oh well. But yeah, there we go. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. A second. There we go. Yeah, I am as well. Nice. I'm glad. Alright. We keep the music for a little while the game still loads. Because this game, yeah, it takes a really long time to load. My lord. I hope today it's not gonna be like super hot. Oh my gosh. These past 2 days were nice. They were like there was a nice breeze, like a cold breeze. It was nice. But the other days past it was like, oh my gosh, it was so freaking hot. It was really difficult to like yeah, it was very difficult days because of the heat. So yeah. All right, here we go. I need to change my category. Dragon Age Inquisition. There you go. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this loading is it's for an old game. It loads like really slow. I mean, it's not like it's super old, but it is quite old, yeah. Hey Mike, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Good to see you though. Alright. Come on, game. There's like 3 loading screens just to get into the game. Come on, please. What is this? There's one when you open the game, then there's another one after you press continue, and then another one. My lord. Alright, here we go. Absolutely exhausted, but otherwise excellent. Thanks for asking. Oh man, I'm sorry that you're feeling exhausted. I hope you'll feel, much better. You'll you know, be able to gather your strengths and all that. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I remember where we are. I remember. Okay. Pick up the battered journal. Diary of a nosy servant. Since I... What the heck happened to my keyboard? No, not that... Because I was saying earlier that my... Oh, what the heck? Oh, wrong thing. I was saying earlier that like I spilled coffee on my keyboard, but it wasn't that what I was asking. It's like the little thingies that like support the keyboard on the back. One of them was like, I don't know how to describe it. One of them was like inwards. I don't know. So I had to like take it off. So I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I was good now. There we go. Diary of a nosy servant. Since I took that box up to the grand apartments, 9 people has subtly tried asking me where the vault is, including a couple of chevaliers, the 5th under gardener, and one of the grand douches footmen. I'm not mad enough to tell. Positively exhausted, I must add. I've survived a weekend full of reenactment and fencing. Oh, that's nice. Biggest event our fencing group has planned this year by far. That's cool. That's really cool. Hope you have lots of fun. And there was a huge slaughter here. I've met over 10,000 people. Famous Mike. Nice. That's good, man. That's really nice. What? Where is the... Oh, the other way. The other way? Wait, what? Oh, no, up here. What the heck? How would I know? I mean, how do I get that? What? I can't pick that. Oh, there you go. I did it. The gardens. Guys, now my table smells like coffee.
Look around.
And even though I cleaned it, like, man, so annoying. But at least it's not a bad smell, but it's annoying, man. It smells like coffee. Cause I spilled my coffee on my table.
This was no servant. What was he doing here? Is that Gaspard's family crest on the hilt of that dagger? Time to have a word with the Duke.
Any of the PC components? It hit my keyboard. But it was just like the edge of it, kind of like near the space bar. But I think it's fine. What the heck? Why are they running over? It hit my leg, the table, my mouse pad, and my keyboard, unfortunately. But I'm glad my controller. I had my controller plugged in. I'm glad that it was on the other side of the world, because holy moly, like. If it hit my controller, oh my lord. I don't want to pay for a new one. Trust me, man, I don't want to. It's one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest controller gamer, is because if something happens, like, I have to pay a huge amount of money for a controller, while like a keyboard you can just get any for like cheap, you know? Controllers are so prone to distraction. I don't know. I mean, well, I could agree with you, but I don't know. Like, for example, my previous controller. Right now, I use like an Xbox one, but I had a previous one which was like a cheaper one, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like sweat of my fingers or something, because I sweat a lot of from my fingers. So a lot of times I have to keep cleaning my hands or washing my hands because of how much I sweat from my hands. You know, so so I think, I don't know if the sweat or something, but something happened to the controller that it was like doing multiple clicking. So like, and it wasn't like a stuck key or anything, because like the keys felt normal. It's not like oh, the key is broken or something, you know, like you press it and it feels different than the other. No, they felt the same. They even sounded the same. It's just like had that weird, like, I would click once and you would like do like freaking 10 clicks in a row, like that. It was super weird. And I have no idea. I always cleaned my controllers. I had no idea why like, it's not like I'm always cleaning my controllers. I'm not like that. But if I only clean my controllers when I see that there's something in there. It's the same thing. Like, I only clean my keyboard or controller if I notice something. If I don't notice anything and it looks clean and it looks normal to me, why would I, you know? Sure, a lot of people are like, they have a specific, you know, care time, but you know, like, oh, I do this once a week or something like that, even if I don't see any. I never do that. I don't know, maybe it might not be the best choice, I don't know, but I always just feel like there's no necessity as long as I don't see anything. But if I do notice something is dirty or something is, like, you know, there that it shouldn't be, like, I will clean it, obviously. But with that controller, is just out of nowhere. I don't know. You know what's weird as well is that if it was super weird. It felt like my controller was cursed because I'll explain, like, this, like, you know, triple clicking or whatever you would call it. It was my LT button, my left trigger button, that was doing that, like, bunch of clicks in a row, even if I just pressed once. No, it was my, yeah, it is my left trigger, yeah. I thought I said right. No, it is my left trigger. And I noticed that because I was playing Forza, and my car would always, from time to time, not always, but a lot of the times would just not go forward. It would just start revving, like, and just start staying still in the same place. And I'm like, why? Like, because the left trigger is the brakes. So I was like, wait, why is it doing that? Why is it not going forward? Or like, for example, it would go forward, you know, and like if I needed to brake for a corner, it would do like multiple brakes, like tick, 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 you know, even though I just pressed once. So I was like, what the heck is going on? But you know what's the funny thing is, if I did not touch my controller for like a week or two, it would go back to normal. It's so weird. I was like, why? If I use my controller daily, then it starts freaking out after some days. And if I leave it untouched for like 2 weeks or something, it goes back to normal. I'm like, what's going on here? So I was like so confused. I was like, what's going on? I know I'm just going around in circles. Let me see. Yeah. Alright, there's something here. Loot. But yeah, that's why I'm not much of a controller guy. I like I said previously in other streams, there are games where I can only play them with controller because if I don't, it feels super awkward to me. There's some that I can adapt, like racing games, for example. I prefer to play with controller, but I can adapt to keyboard and mouse. It's not a big deal for me. But there are games that it's extremely difficult for me to adapt to without a controller, like fighting games. Like I've tried fighting games with keyboard and it's just I cannot. Because how do I phrase it? When I'm playing a fighting game, obviously I'm not looking at the keys. I'm not looking at the keys. So I go by the feel of the keys. So by that I mean like I know that if I know a specific move is like upper button or left trigger or something, and I go by the feel of it. With keyboard, all the keys feel the same. Sure, like you move one key to go up and down, but it feels different to my brain. It's like, for example, I've played drummers. I've played drums for 10 years, right? Think about like a pianist and a drummer. For the first time, when you look at the drums, you're like, okay, like this is the hi-hats, this is the I don't know the names in English. I only I only know in Portuguese. But yeah, like the hi-hats, I don't know the names. I was really young when I played drums. I didn't know English very well. I forgot a lot of the names. I know hi-hats. I know that's about it, I think. We call different things in Portuguese. But yeah. But you look at them and all of them look completely different. So you know that by the feel of it, all of them are different. With a piano, all the keys look the same, almost, like they pretty much, like, you look at it and you're like, it looks like I'm looking at a chessboard. They all look the same, So yes, there is a different feel depending on how you move your fingers on the keyboard, but it's still like, when you look at it the first time, you're like, this feels like everything's the same. So it for a fighting game, that's how it works for me. I have to have that different feeling of what each combo does. With a game like this, I don't necessarily need to do a lot of combos. A lot of the stuff is just whatever, is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so in WASD. But in a fighting game, you don't do that, right? So I'm overly explaining. I hope it's alright. Oh my gosh, they keep running away from me. Hey! Stop running. I'm like 99% mouse and keyboard players. I'm mostly keyboard and mouse as well. I have a specific setup for playing Pokemon. Trying whatever else just feels off. Even though it would be functionally similar. Yeah, like, you see, like, when I was, when I was playing Pokemon as well and stuff like that, and even Zelda games, through emulation and stuff like that, damn, that's a big text. What do you call it? I can get used to the keyboard and mouse. I have a controller for it. By the way, it's all legal. Okay, it's all legal. It's all legal. It's all legal. I have the games. Nintendo, don't mess me up. I have the games. I play through emulation because it's easier. I have the games. I did not sail the 7 seas, okay? But yeah, Pokemon and all that is the same thing. R. Where do I need to go? Oh, here? Oh my gosh, so much blood here. But yeah, I play mostly keyboard and mouse. The first video games I ever played, which was when I was a child, I played the first video games I played were PlayStation games, because my cousins, like, they had PlayStation. I never had a console up until like really later. My very first console was a PS Vita, and I still regret it, having it, and I'll explain it why. When I was a kid, one of my favorite dreams, one of my favorite things, one of my dreams, I had many obviously when I was a little kid. One of my dreams was to own a PSP. Just because I liked it. You know, just because I liked it. Because I was used to playing Game Boy Color, a PSP. Yeah. Like, yeah. When I was a kid, one of my dreams was to own a PSP. I remember, okay, don't judge me, okay? But I was a little kid. I was really young. I was like 7 years old or something like that. I remember being in my bed and I was like, please God, please give me a PSP one day, please. I remember saying this though, okay? I remember I was praying to God for him to like give me a PSP. And I was like, I really wanted one, just cause like the Game Boy Color wasn't mine. It was from my cousins. All the consoles were my cousins. My cousins had a PlayStation 2. And the Game Boy Color. That's what I got used to play. And then another of my cousins, not those two because they're brothers, but another cousin that is not related to them, had the GameCube and the Nintendo 3DS, and the Nintendo 64, and that's how I experienced games as well. So I'm glad I experienced really old consoles through my cousins, all three of them, because they had those, you know, old gems there. But I never really experienced. No, I did experience Wii, but it was not through my cousins. I think it was through through a friend or something like that. Yeah, it was through a friend of mine. I think it was in his house or something. Same thing with PlayStation 3, it was in a friend's house. PlayStation 1, my brother had one. And I experienced it when I was like 5 years old. I experienced PS1. And I think it broke eventually, or stopped working or something. Not that it broke, like it broke in half or anything. It just stopped working. I don't know why. But yeah, I experienced games like that. But I never really had one myself. It was always through my cousins. Eventually, I'm you know, I wasn't living near my cousins anymore. You know, I was living far away from them, like in another complete different city. And so I ended up like not having anything. Let me see. You have a great family. I never had any console, barely had any. Wait, you're losing your court approval? What? Why? Huh? I'm confused. What did I say wrong? Oh, this place! This place! Oh my gosh! I thought you meant like court IRL. I was like, why? What? Did I say something bad against Nintendo? Like, did I say something bad against PlayStation? What? I thought you're losing court, Nagi. You're like, I thought it was like, did I say something bad? Damn, I didn't realize. My bad, my bad. I'll try to multitask. I'm really bad at it. What the? Oh, there we go. What the? Huh? Return. Hey, hey! Nice. Okay, here in cutscene, I will not be losing, right?
So, you're Inquisitor Trevelyan. I'm surprised they got you sobered up and dressed for this party. We haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala.
Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, basically, yeah, so I really wanted a console. But I never ended up getting the PSP, never. So then, eventually I gave up on it. I didn't really care, you know, I got into my teenage years and I didn't really care about consoles anymore. I eventually got a computer and I didn't care anymore about consoles. But then, a game series that I really loved, that wasn't that popular at the time, and I still don't think it is very popular. But it was exclusive of the PS Vita. And they only were releasing to the PS Vita and stuff like that. Or if it wasn't exclusive of the PS Vita, it was like the PlayStation only. What games? It was a Sword Art Online game series. They were only like PlayStation exclusives. So then I saved up money. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 3 because they cost insanely a lot. The PlayStation Vita seems like it's the cheapest option. It's like $200 and I'll have one. Okay. I bought the PlayStation Vita. And this was 2016 or something or 2015, something along the lines. And it was the last PlayStation Vita on the store, and matter of fact, on the whole city, it was the last one. So I picked up the last PlayStation Vita on the whole city, and then I enjoyed the games, and then I realized the developers of SAO games decided to, we're gonna start releasing to PC as well. And I'm like, oh, interesting. So they released this game called Hollow Realization or something like that. Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. I think that was the name. And they showed the graphics of it on PC and PlayStation 4 and whatnot. And I was like, whoa, that's so beautiful. Whoa. And then I got the game. I booted on the PS Vita and it looked horrible. It looked like a PS1 game or something like that. Or a Nintendo 64 like early game or something. And I was like, what the heck? It looks nothing like what they showed. But I didn't know that at the time, you know. I thought that PS Vita could handle the same amount of graphics that a PC and a PlayStation 4 could, but no, every time there was a game for the Vita, the graphics would be reduced, right? They would have to kind of, you know, it wouldn't be the same. So that was first disappointment. But then I accepted it. I was like, you know what, whatever. I've played many old games throughout my life, so I'll just put on a blind eye for this and ignore it, you know, just play the game. I enjoyed the game. And then I realized they started releasing a lot of DLCs for that game. And I'm like, okay. But the problem is, these DLCs not only were paid, like, you know, separately, but on top of that, it was like, they were massive gigabytes. And I only had one card, you know, of storage space. So then I started looking for more storage space throughout the city. Back then I didn't order stuff online. I wasn't, you know, very knowledgeable with ordering stuff online. So I started looking throughout the city, like, okay, maybe I'll find some store that sells more storage. Well, because I bought the last PlayStation, you know, PlayStation Vita, there was no more. There was no, you know, zero. There was nothing, no materials for PlayStation Vita in any store around the city. Maybe in another city would, you know, I would find it, but I'm not gonna go to another city just to freaking pick that up. So I was like, well, I'm screwed. So I couldn't update the game to the DLCs, you know. So that because I had very little space because the game was massive. So then I was like, that was the other disappointment. And then, but these are normal things. These are things that I guess a lot of people that have consoles throughout history experienced. But then they did the thing that, you know, that pissed me off the most. Which, I mean, I was new to this thing. So I wasn't aware, you know, people nowadays are more aware of these things. I'm more aware of these things. So we don't judge it as much. We're like, whatever, you know, that's normal for nowadays. Back then, this was new to me. I felt betrayed. So I was like, I ended up seeing online that they were gonna release all the Sword Art Online games that were exclusives. They were gonna release them on PC, on Steam. And I was so disappointed. I was like, okay. So I bought this PlayStation Vita just to play Sword Art Online. And now you guys decide to, no, we're gonna globally release this to Steam. You made me waste 200 something bucks for a game series. I thought it was exclusive. And now you release, no. You know, it's like, I got so pissed. And that was the end of me, you know, enjoying consoles. I felt super betrayed. Now call it what you want. For some people, you know, they probably have memes for it. But for me, you know, those were my 200 something bucks, man. There was a lot for me, okay? I wasn't working or anything. That was a lot of money, man. I invested a lot of money on that. I still regret having the PS Vita. I still have it. I regret it because, like, I enjoyed it for like 2 years, and after that they stopped. Basically, I own a PlayStation Vita. I owned it the moment that Vita was starting to become dead. You know, so the last Vita games were being released. It was like the deadline of PlayStation Vita. So I got PlayStation Vita thinking that, oh, this is a forever thing, you know? They will always make games for this. No, I didn't know. My you know, naive mind thought that games at the time, this was 2016, which wasn't that long ago. It was like, what, a decade ago? But for me, it wasn't that long ago. But for me at the time, I thought that no, you know, people still make games for consoles that, you know, are old. Except like the ones that are like really, really old, like PlayStation 1 or something like that. But I was like, no, I'm sure they still make games for PS3, PS4, and stuff like that. And the PS Vita and stuff. No, that was the last few games. Sword Art Online wasn't the last game, but it was one of the few last games for the PlayStation Vita. And I was like, wow, so I wasted my... So that's why there was only one in the store. You know, there was only one in the store, so that's why. Oh, interesting. So yeah. So I got that and pretty much scammed. It's more like naive. If I knew, if I think a lot of people who had more gaming experience and knowledge in this would have probably not done what I did, or they would have. I don't know. But like, because like I thought that like they were gonna keep releasing games forever on the PlayStation Vita. You know, I don't know. I was too naive. Even though I was 18 years old, but but I was too naive. I didn't know. So yeah. I usually say I usually think that I'm a late bloomer. You know, I'm someone who realizes things way later than everyone else. So yeah, I'm someone who like is very slow at learning about stuff. I usually am very behind in a lot of things. So even though I was 18 years old, I should have been aware of a lot of things in life, and I wasn't. But hey, you know, everyone has their pace, I guess. But yeah. I feel like that all the time. Yeah, because most kids would think, you know, they will always make games for this, right? That's not something like probably an 18-year-old would feel like. They would probably be more aware of that thing by that time, you know, by that age. But I don't know. But yeah, but to each their, you know, to each their time, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. People grow at different paces. You know, come to realize that. You know, don't beat yourself to it. If you find like you're learning something that you're like, damn, only now that I learned this, or like, damn, I was that old and I didn't learn that, and it took me this many years. It's fine, man. It's fine. You know, people you know, experience different things in life, so yeah. But yeah, that was basically like my last like feel for a console. I started like really disliking consoles after that. Because I always felt like, okay, I have a gaming computer. Sure, I don't have exclusives that are really nice, like you know, like some other game companies have, like you know, but you know, like Zelda, for example. You know, you need to get the Nintendo Switch or get the game itself. I have the games themselves, by the way, for the emulators. I just don't have the consoles, but I have the emulators and the games. I mean, yeah, you just extract the thingy. What, the ROM, I think you call it? Yeah. But yeah, and then like what was I saying? I forgot. My brain wiped what I was gonna try to say. Oh yeah, I remember now. Emulation is something much more enjoyable experience, to be honest. Yeah. Wait, I just extract the ROM and that's it from the actual game. Yeah. And then like, what was I? Oh yeah. So like, the if I have a computer, I can just like, you know, run pretty much everything. Sure, there are certain, you know, exclusives and stuff. But at the end of the day, I can just, you know, boot up lots of games, and I will not have that issue of the no more PC releases. You know, I'll eventually get something. You know, so yeah. Sure, you have to upgrade parts, but it's not, you know, that often. You don't need to upgrade parts that often, and there's lots of games that still are released for low-end PC users. So It's not like you always have to have the best of the best out there. With consoles, it's like eventually it runs out. Eventually you have no more new stuff, right? So it's like, you know, that's as many games as I can play on this, you know. Which is, it's fine. Certain games are fine, but like, but yeah. For example, I personally was thinking actually about getting a Nintendo 64, like an actual Nintendo 64, with the games and stuff. I wanted to experience Ocarina of Time like that, and all of that. So I was very, very looking forward to that. But right now I have to be content with just the copies of the game that I have. And that's it. And you can upgrade progressively, not all of them at once, like with consoles. Yeah, true. Alright, let's continue. Hello?
I'm glad to meet you finally, Ambassador.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Errol's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
I found him dead.
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Gaspard didn't seem desperate.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's illusion. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
And the cost?
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
A moment of consideration. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
More politics and double-dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
There is so much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
Let me see. I will destroy this. But you know, like, if I lived in Japan or something like that, it would have been so much easier because in Japan there are stores that still sell old stuff. Like, you know, you could walk up to a store and have like a bunch of PS Vitas and a bunch of accessories for PS Vita, or, you know, but here in Portugal it is not like that. It's like, and I think most countries is not like that either. It's you go there once the hype of that console dies and there's no more games being sold. There's no store that will buy, that will sell stuff like that anymore, you know. So I guess that's the kind of like one of the reasons why it's like I kind of give up on it as well. Because it's not just the thing of like, oh, they don't make any more games for it. That is partially what it is, but I mean, right now, like, there are still consoles releasing exclusives on PC now. Nintendo doesn't do that, but you know, with Zelda or anything, and I doubt they will ever do. But like, for example, Spider-Man, you know, Insomniac Spider-Man, it was exclusive and now it's not. Final Fantasy VII Remake was exclusive, now it's not. Right, so... but yeah. How do I get there? Do I leave? Guys, do I leave? Do I jump down? I think I need to jump down, isn't it? I need to go.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
Okay. Where's the ballroom? I'm panicking, I don't know. Guys, where's the ballroom? I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna be late as heck. Here. Nice. There you go, yeah. But yeah, my annoyance was more to do with like games being like I started basically I really started hating exclusivity. I really hated it. And I still do. I don't like exclusivity. I understand if it's like you know, an indie game or something, you know. But like a big company, I don't know, I don't know. I feel like they would, I don't know, maybe there's something I might be missing.
We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess
But I don't think they lose a
Floriane de
lot.
Chalon. Welcome to my party.
May I help you?
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Okay. I'm not a very good dancer,
Very well.
though.
Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted.
My girlfriend will teach me how to dance.
You are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know about our little war?
Why don't you educate me?
What do you think I ought to know?
That's
My
cool.
brother and
Yeah,
my dear
I really
cousin
want
have
to
been at each other's throats
dance with
for
her.
too
I'm
long.
not a very
It took
good
great
dancer.
effort to
I
arrange
have
peace
danced
negotiations.
when I was
Yet
younger,
one party would
but it
use
was
this occasion for blackest
not
treason.
like
the security of the empire.
ball dances like these.
Neither one of us wishes to see
It was more like hip hop stuff. But I don't do that anymore. I can agree with that.
I think I can agree with that, yes.
Then you have lifted a terrible burden from my heart, Inquisitor. The world is filled with doubt and uncertainty. Fear
Why
rules more
minus
hearts
10
than any
approval
empire.
if I said that I don't want the empire to
I know
fall?
you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Which am I to you?
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually.
Huh.
This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you
All right,
even
guys,
yet
let me
know
focus
who is
more on the
friend and
story.
Who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
Who do you trust?
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
What does that even mean? Tell me what you know.
If you know something, tell me.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
Okay, here we go.
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
Yes. I got some information.
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
Oh my gosh,
More
are they...
importantly, what happened in the
And
servants'
now they're
quarters?
just...
I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
I have a lead.
The Grand Duchess suggested where to look for proof that Gaspard is conspiring with Tevinter.
She offered up her own brother? She's more cutthroat than I realized.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
Huh? Okay, what do you mean?
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
No, I don't know, man. We saved the Empress.
We came here to save Celine.
Then you must not only save her life, but also her empire.
That means giving her a victory over both Gaspard and Briala.
If there truly is proof Gaspard's in league with Corypheus, that would be a start.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing. That he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Okay. Upper floor. How the heck do I... Do I need to go there again? Find material in the... Oh man.
More servers in the ballroom. Where is everybody?
I'll see you later.
Guys, help!
Another time.
I don't know what to do.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andrasti?
Sup,
My friend.
Gandino, Grand.
Come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? If you're as delighted by the court as I am, there's a decanter of port around here.
I found something interesting.
I discovered something you might be interested in.
I found something on you.
It's about you, in fact.
You killed a consul emissary.
There's a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants' quarters. Stabbed to death with your knife.
No. That's impossible. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
You threatened the council.
Want to tell me why you were threatening the members of the Council of Heralds?
The language of politics, Inquisitor. If you
Right.
cannot like politicians, you threaten them into backing down. Most of the Council are Celine's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support any other way.
You killed the council emissary.
There's a Council of Heralds emissary in the servants' quarters.
Oh, I already did said that.
No. Who would try to pin such a crime on me? The elf? It seems unlike Celine.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about Brianna.
No, leave the conversation.
Another time.
Huh.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We will be happy to assist you if we can.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Can I ask about the talks?
I'd like to know more about the negotiations.
What are Celine's goals?
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Okay.
Gaspard and Briala are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Olesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
How are the talks going?
What's happening with the peace talks now?
Things do not look promising.
The Grand Duke is as stubborn as always. He will not accept anything but victory in battle.
But the night is young, and Her Majesty will do everything she can to persuade him.
Good evening.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade!
Commander, has anyone ever told you that you have the most remarkable eyes?
Look at Lady Cambion's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
I have some information.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles. Shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambion's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambion acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
I'll speak later.
Uh,
Okay. Alright, my approval is getting higher.
Lord Inquisitor.
What do you think of the ball?
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celine knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Anything interesting?
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
What should we do, guys?
Chamberlain has disappeared as usual.
I think we go to the upper thing again, right? You were sent to the Royal Wing. The Royal Wing. Royal Wing. Is that outside? Cassandra.
Are we ready to move out?
What do you think of this?
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Oh, the ball. Never mind, never
The
mind.
Empire would be better.
I thought it was something else. To upper level. Here? Ah, here. Is it? Nothing.
Good to know.
Okay, apparently it is good to know. Royal Wing, there it is. Yeah, here we are. Oh damn, I need to put my my gear again. Ooh, scandalous secrets to Liliana.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Damn, whirlwind deaths, dual-bladed dagger. You know what? No. I will destroy this one. And this. And this. $174. Oh, never mind. My blades are way stronger. Whoa, whoa! Stop right there, criminal scum! Sparta! What was that kill? Are you hurt?
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Wow. Tell me what you know.
There's a reason you distrust Briala. I want to hear it.
I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play Revolution. But I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
She wanted you dead then.
She probably did send you to your death.
If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Okay.
Most Orlesians would say that's Celine's scandal, not Briala's.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Nice. Nice. Alright, we saved one. I thought I was not gonna make it in time, but we managed to save them. I can't see it down there. Keen machete. Whoa. Crazy looking sword, but no. Okay. What else is in here?
I'm thinking trap. Yes, definitely.
You painted Orlesian assholes!
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
Get to the point.
Spare me the repartee and tell me why you're here.
Such manners. Did they raise you in a sty? It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why help him?
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspard's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What do you get out of this?
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
It's not too late to end this.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian. There's still time to turn back.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor, you are so naive. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Hold on. I need my gear. Damn it. Oh, I can still do damage even though I'm not with my best gear. I don't even have gear, I think. I don't think I have my gear on. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Close the fade. Go, there we go.
Just those tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Some water. Sorry guys, that was my water bottle. Sorry. You're safe.
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Gaspard did this to you?
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it?
Oh,
and all that
no.
garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Tell me Gaspard's plan.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinky, punsy cheesemongers.
I'll need you to testify.
I need you to tell that to the Empress.
Impressively ruthless of Gaspard, if predictable.
You saved my life. I owe you. And Gaspard still hasn't paid me. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in the chantry? I'll do it.
Blasted song in the chantry. Hey, leveled up! Nice! Level 17. Still can't use this sword. Oh, this dagger, I mean. Alright. Oh, no, no, no. This is, No, actually. No, this is good. God damn it. Wrong thingy. This one, I think. No, it was this one. My bad. There you go. Because that's materials. Alright, this way. Le Requiem. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Get him! Get him! Oh, I missed. Whoa, who's this? Is this the supposed to be the make? No, not the maker. Andraste? I think. Hey, Deep Vanilla, how's it going? I hope you're doing great. Welcome in. It's good to see you, though. I think that's supposed to be Andraste. Don't know. Big yawn. Dude's running away. Yeah, I'm not doing that much damage at all. I need to use my equipment, but it's alright, it's alright. They are doing well. They are doing well. Ooh. Templar Greatsword? Nah. I'll go here. Read. Discovered lesser. Oh. No. I will delete this. There you go. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Open the door. No, I don't have the statue for it. Okay. This way. Wait, there's someone here. Oh, Grand what? Ballroom. Anything here? Aha. Never mind. Let's go. This is it. Here we go. And I have high court approval. Not 100, but I have it high. Look at these two. Good luck. Oh no. Mike, hold my hand. No joke.
The Empress will begin her speech. What should we do?
Wait. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do? Detain the Duchess.
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Cole greatly approved.
At once, Inquisitor.
Even he was surprised.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down.
Yep. Rough.
Now! For Corypheus, kill them all!
How did we lose? How are?
Come in, protect the people. Yes, Inquisitor.
How are soldiers trained for this, losing against this woman with a tiny knife? I could understand the first one dying. I could understand, like, that. It even caught me by surprise, like that you know, backhand stab. But the other ones in front of her, like, come on.
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden.
Villain plot
Are you
armor.
proud of
Yeah.
yourself?
Defenseless woman in the garden. Defenseless, you.
You were about to murder the Empress. We both know you're not defenseless.
Dorian approved.
True, you never were one to fall for my helpless damsel act.
Damn, my character dodged that.
The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
I don't know what that means. Okay, I need to gear up for this. There you go. Armor. This. Helmets. Armor rating. Sure. Is a private party apparently. Oh, I see. There you go. Let's go.
Come back, Florian. You want to dance?
Bard. I don't know how to pronounce it. How did he fall? Get him. Nice. Good job, guys. Oh, damn. Oh, there she is. Get her. Oh, she fell asleep? Or I fell asleep? It said asleep. I don't know. Oof. Assassin what? Oh, I needed that. Right? For my my profession thingy. Oh, I'm asleep. Okay. There you go. Where the heck is she? There she is. Oh, I'm low HP. Man, I hate that ability of hers. Get her, she's nearly dead. Nice. I can take everything. Damn it. Okay, destroy, destroy, and destroy, and destroy. Let's go.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
This is tough. Briella helped stop Florian. Gaspard was planning a coup.
Your captain tells me you spent all night sneaking mercenaries into the palace, Gaspard. You intended to attack.
And where did your troops come from, Inquisitor? If sneaking men into the palace is damning, then we are both damned.
Bro, you're trying to gaslight us so much. You murdered an emissary.
I found your knife on the dead body of a Council of Heralds emissary in the palace.
The Council will not overlook such a horrendous crime, cousin.
It would be a horrendous crime, if it were true. But I have done no such thing.
By all means, continue to protest your innocence, Gaspard. We find this performance endlessly fascinating.
He hired mercenaries. No, he threatened the council.
There were also the threats Gaspard made to the Council of Heralds to bully them into giving him the crown.
Gaspard is a bully. Is that the worst you can say of me?
Do you really need to go on?
We've all heard enough to damn the Grand Duke.
Thank you, Inquisitor. There can be no doubt of your treason, Gaspard.
No, it seems there cannot.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
Briala is an accomplice.
Of course, Briala helped him betray Orlais.
Don't be absurd.
You murdered ambassadors.
Was it someone else who murdered the Imperial ambassadors in order to draw out the negotiations?
You killed negotiators?
Even if I did this, you can't touch me. Not without starting riots in every slum and alienage in Orlais.
The elves won't protect her once they know about her imvolvement with you during the purge of Halam Shiral.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Iron bulletproofs.
For all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life. And Orlais owes you its future.
Cole
You have
greatly
done a service
disapproved.
for the Empire,
Why?
never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. You truly are the instrument of Andraste. Orlais will never forget your part in this. Nor will I.
What's Cole's relationship with Briala? I don't get it.
Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin and shall never again hold title or land in Orlais. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration. In our hour of need, the Inquisition has faced these dangers beside us. It is the honor of Orlais to stand with Andraste's herald to end this crisis. And in ages to come, our children and grandchildren can say that we left them a brighter world. Will you address the court, my friend?
What can I say? Peace should be our concern. The enemy is connected. The enemy is connected.
Our enemy is clever.
Yeah.
He manipulated the highest-ranking members of the court. If we want victory, we will have to fight him in more ways than one.
We of the court must use our resources. Not every battle is won on the field. But that is tomorrow. Tonight, feast, my friends. Enjoy our victory. There will be many more to come.
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? It is most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
I needed some air.
There's plenty of opportunity for that later. I wanted some air.
I had no wish to interrupt your breathing, only to bring news. By Imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition.
What does that mean?
Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
You want to join us?
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
More trouble is coming.
This isn't over yet. Corypheus will strike back at us for this loss.
He surely will. But we'll be ready for whatever comes. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Why is she so worried about me? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm ready to go home.
It's time to head back to Skyhold.
Of course. It will be good to go home.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of parties. Oh, I got an achievement. Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Let's go! We did it! We did it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, according to the thingy I'm checking, it says that the next one is the Emerald Graves and then Crestwood. Okay. Emerald Graves or Groves? I think it was... It says Graves. Massive loading screen.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Make us mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lord Inquisitor.
Hello.
Please, may I have a word with you?
How can I help?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need them?
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
What are you saying?
I don't understand. What is it you're asking of them?
We need them to serve as candidates for the role of Divine. Everyone with the political support to succeed Justinia perished alongside her. Those who remain are unable to gather the majority of votes from the conclave of Grand Clerics. They have been deadlocked.
No, I think there's another
Lady Liliana and Seeker
candidate.
Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late
Isn't there
divine
like
is
a
still held in
revered
high
mother?
esteem. To honor
Another
her,
one?
the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long would they be gone?
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least.
Hmm.
If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
I'd have to tell them to decide. They decided for themselves.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for
Yeah,
themselves.
that's their decision.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother.
Wasn't there another revered
Don't
mother
let them
or something?
detract from your victory at Alam Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Okay. I got an achievement. Peerless. Okay, we have someone new. Varric wants to talk. Oh no. Poor Varric.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Bianca, the name of the... Like the crossbow?
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
It's a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Oh, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Is this their only way in?
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who leaked the location?
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
Wasn't the Tig in Kirkwall? Or Tig?
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such, some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
I like Varric. Alright. Apparently we have to make a decision here.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Alam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes
there a
formerly
box
controlled
here?
by Duchess Florian.
Is there a body in there?
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
What? I have to judge her remains.
This is supposed to make sense. I'm judging a box.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Yeah, this is stupid. This is stupid. What? Finally, let's get it over. Community service? What does that even mean? Community. My decision is to ignore this. No, no, because like, sure, let's get over with it.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon, guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough.
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
This is so silly. This is so dumb. What the? Who judges? What? Okay, dude. This is. That is so weird. What the heck? Alright.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
I don't blame them.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
That surprised me.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I felt out of place.
I kept dreading I'd drop the wrong spoon or step on a general's foot.
Yeah.
Well done. Feuds that spanned ages have sparked over less.
Really?
Inquisitor never underestimates the enmity of those for whom outrage is a sport.
Alright, is there anything else to talk?
I was hoping you'd be by.
Oh.
We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then we've impressed him, I guess.
And the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
What would you do?
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
My family lets us help both? Okay.
I actually have relatives in Navarra.
Huh.
If you reason with the Archon, the Trevellians can persuade King Marcus we should help both countries.
Letting the Inquisition curry favor with both Tevinter and Nevara. Most ideal.
Oh, okay. Well, that worked.
A pleasure.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Oh, I need to talk to Morrigan. But where is she, actually? She said see you at Skyhold, but like where the heck is she? Oh, there she is. Trouble. She's on the garden area. Or park area. I don't know what this is. Yeah, Mother Giselle. That's the one I was thinking about, like,
Herald of Andraste.
being the next one.
Farewell, Ravi.
Make her go.
Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh, she's using the same outfit. That's cool. She's using the same stuff. The nostalgia.
It is a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
You know about Skyhold?
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Terra Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
We were lucky to find it.
We were lucky to have found it when we did.
Fate is often mistaken for luck, as Mother is fond of saying. The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Okay.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Tell me more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into
Yeah.
the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
You were in the Fifth Blight? Of course I know these things, but you know, I can't metagame. This is my character, you know. Even though it's me, it's a different guy, you know. You were in the Fifth Blight?
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal, but that... most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Why the Orlesian Court?
The Orlesian Court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally.
Ah.
I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
Alright.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
So nothing else?
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Alluvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
What are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
I appreciate your efforts.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Alright, let me see.
course.
Does she have anything else?
Wandering the gardens, I see.
No.
I'll
Okay.
leave you to the...
That was it.
As you like.
Sometimes they might say something now.
I am at your service.
Okay, nothing new here. Where can I teleport? Let's see. I'm going here. Travel. Alright. Talk with Liliana here. Oh.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. There is, after all, no shortage of vultures circling the Sunbirth throne.
What do you want?
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
I'll help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Alright, there we go. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, there you go.
A message from Divine Justinia.
Are you alright?
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
What will you find?
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I instruct you, she doesn't. Well, whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Alright. Okay. Any other thing?
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Okay, carry on. Let me see.
Did you need something?
No, okay. There you go. No more talks. Let's see, is there anything else? Whoa. Oh, I thought there was something in there. Huh. Alright, let's go down here.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
As you were.
Yes,
Anything
a
else?
request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
Eh?
Here it is.
Are you gonna say everything? Like.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Okay. Turn back research. No items to. Okay.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Carry on. Dory.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Well, happy I could help.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Interesting. Alright, let's see. Anything else?
I could watch you roam Skyhold all day. Here and there you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you? Feed you grapes? Rub your shoulders. I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
What? Thank you?
Thank you, I suppose.
Thanking someone for a deserved compliment is always the correct choice. At any rate, you didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind?
No. Anything
What's
else?
on your mind?
Okay, no. What the heck? This guy. Man, sometimes I forget this guy
There are
exists.
spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You seen this before?
You miss court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited
That's
to speak with
not
empresses and kings.
what I meant,
But
but-
from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I think it came across kind of rude, but that's not what I meant. Is Briala's fate a problem?
My sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala.
No? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Okay. Who then?
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Well, I still want to help.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears. Greetings.
Okay, nothing new.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
It's the outside here. Here. There is someone here. Hello?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Oh. That is where? Pentagast? Oh.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
I don't know where that is, but alright. Read. There's a crow.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
I agree.
And that would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Any new things?
She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
Oh, okay. Nothing else, I
She
assume.
knows they're going to kill her.
Okay, okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Cole. Be well, man. All right. Where's Ironbull? Ah, here he is.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I did not expect him to say that. You've got a silver tongue.
You've got away with words, Bull.
Wait, there was a heart in there.
Maybe we can find some other use.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo!
Yeah. When is the next meal anyway? Orlesian food always leaves me hungry.
That's not what I meant!
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free,
Outrageous.
come grab a drink. I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Okay.
See you later, Bull.
What the heck, my character? Why would he say that? What the heck? That's so creepy. Oh, cutscene.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
I'm not very good with words though, but sure. What's this about?
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Well, refuse if you don't like it.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Let's see. You really feel that way?
I'm surprised to hear you, of all people, say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
These are extreme times.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Investigate. And what of Liliana?
You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change?
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent.
I agree with that.
We must be vigilant. But we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas,
I agree.
human or no. That is what I would change.
I like your determination.
We have more important things to worry about right now.
That's a...
One day we must turn out...
No, that's not what I meant!
That's not today.
I suppose that...
No! Wait, when was the last time I saved?
I'm sorry.
Tell your quartermaster boss it was a special order.
I did, I'm
For
just
he
saying
knows well a pain.
How you doing?
Okay, it wasn't that far
Nice
away.
talking.
This wheel dialogue, yeah, I pressed 1 thinking this was number 1. But no, that one was number 1. What the heck? Or maybe I thought I pressed number 1. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I thought I pressed that one.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra?
Okay.
The cleric...
We went with this one, then we went
So now
with
the Chantry band is
this
out.
one, then we went
The
with
Chantry should
this
provide
one,
faith. But now my faith demands something else.
this one,
It needs to change.
and then I went with this one,
Perhaps I must be the one to
this
change.
one.
Liliana would cast it all aside and start
What
over,
would you
I think.
change?
And that would be chaos
Yeah,
for
that
us.
one. And I said,
That
oh
is
my
what
gosh,
I
it's a
would
hard.
change.
It's alright. That was what I meant to press anyway, so screw
Your
it.
determination is admirable.
Some men would call it an unattractive trait.
I'm not those men.
A new crusade for you.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
There you go. Okay. There's a few question marks. Oh, not question marks.
You asked for my
Oh.
opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit...
Oh, my bad. Hello.
We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
He was determined.
It seemed very important to him.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused.
Colin.
It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Shouldn't he decide?
Shouldn't this be Cullen's decision?
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Okay. Speak with Cullen. Alright. And here is Meriden? Meriden? Don't know how to pronounce that. It's not here. It's on the other side? Here. Nope, not here.
Where did she train? Her ways are strange.
What the heck?
You don't know. She was mentored by Asha Bellinor.
Sure.
Well, might as well actually check here as well. Oh!
One for the Empress.
Oh,
For
damn.
Gaspard.
She's shooting her
Brianna.
arrow.
The Duchess. And Corypheus.
Oh my
Right
lord.
in the dangle bag.
What's wrong?
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Shiral that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Well, we made important decisions.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
Well, it's not that simple, I assume.
There was a lot more going on than a lover's spat.
Oh, sure.
There was.
Because of the hole in the sky. Pfft. Plenty of idiots around before, and there'll be plenty of idiots around after. Better save some arrows, yeah?
Alright, anything else she wants to talk about?
Hey, it's you again.
Okay. What is this quest icon that I can't... I can't access that quest marker. Where is that? Is it like on the top of the building here? Maybe it's on the very top here. Wait, what is this one? Oh, wait, there are two. My lord. Okay, one of them is probably up here, right? Maybe I'm wrong. No, but here is where Cullen is, and... Not Cullen, Cole, my bad. Actually, talking about Cullen, let me go talk to him. So many doors. There we go. Oh, close one, buddy.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
It's alright, man. It's alright. It's alright.
Forgive me.
At least you missed. It's alright, man. Talk to me.
Cullen, if you need to talk,
you don't have to.
Oof, man. This guy's struggling.
I never meant for this to interfere.
I know that.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep it. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
I understand.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me.
Damn poor guy.
How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
Oh man, ugh. I feel so bad for him. I'm saying this. I don't know, man. Cause like, I want what's best for him, but I don't know. Like, does him taking it? Cause like I feel like if he takes it, eventually he'll get worse. But he will also get worse if he doesn't take it, right? So it's like, what? You don't need it. There you go.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
There you go. Perseverance.
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
No worries, man. PVN. Who else do I need to talk to, I wonder? I'm fine. I'm so confused. Where the heck are those two no question marks? Gosh damn
The
it.
soldiers make me nervous.
Marks.
Sitting around here, tempers
But
get
not
short
question.
and
Oh,
fighting.
hold on. There's an
I
NPC
saw
here.
one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. It was lucky he'd lost his dagger.
Hello.
The profession of assassin requires more than I have seen, more than has been done.
Okay. So apparently I still have to give more assassin thingies. Buy and sell. Huh. Oh! Imperial War. New horses! I wish I could see what they look like though. I'll buy the horses because I like the horses more. Stables. Horses. Black horse, is there one? Yes! Yes! Whoa, look at that one! Inquisition Barded Charger. Okay, now I'll go with that one. Damn! Look at him! Heck yeah. And I leveled up, I think. Didn't I? Yeah. The number of your deadly slashes grows when you connect with earlier attacks. Effects are not removed from stricken foes. And targets all around feel your attack. Okay, easy to miss. Oh, Blackwall. Wait, what am I my quest name? What the heck? I just noticed.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
I mean, I don't drink, man, but we can talk.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You saved it?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You were a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself.
Hey,
we could
extreme.
Make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Don't let that stop you, though.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Damn. Look at the name of my quest. Alright, there is... Is it this one? It's someone above here. Right. Who the heck is Maridan? Is it not this person?
This is the start of something grand. I know it.
There's no one here named with that name. I feel like it's her.
Enchanters a time has come for better lines. We will cut this knot and ties and some Enchanter, come to me. Enchanter, come to me. enchanter, come to see. Can you come to see as you once were blind?
Do I have to listen to her song? I don't understand. Maybe I'm getting confused with who it is.
No. Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Okay. Well, goodbye.
As you were.
We are...
Is that it? No?
Oh, my maker. You cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
Where is Quartermaster Thren?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
Ah. Halam Shiral caused a stir.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table.
Okay.
And I'm not going near that thing.
Are we well supplied?
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for.
Nice.
I think I like this job.
Okay. Right.
As we are here.
There we go. Yeah, I have no idea about this quest marker. Or whatever that is. There's not anyone here. Ah, there you go. She was busy singing, that's why.
I think it's worth your
I had to wait.
The day finds you of well and sturdy health.
Okay, yeah, I had to wait. Shoot. I thought it was someone. I was like, is it her or someone else? Alright. Did we talk? No, Vivienne, we need to talk to her. I think that's the last one. Actually, since we talk, let me go talk with Cassandra.
Is there anything you need?
No, never mind. Yeah, I think it's Vivienne, the only one. There's a lot of talking, huh? Holy moly. Actually, I don't know if I want to talk with Vivienne.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
No, nothing. Okay.
Stone mad, Inquisitor.
Another time.
Okay. Well. War table it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk with Vivienne. I'm not the biggest fan of her. I was curious about her earlier, but yeah, she's a bit too snobby for me.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
Nice.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
He'll be easier targets, I hope.
That's what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
It's time to finish them off.
We strike Corypheus now, while his people are reeling. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
I was like, I recognize that voice.
Fortunately, I can assist.
Sure.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
What?
This
I was wondering, is it what I think it is?
That an illuvian.
The thingy from her
Elven
DLC?
artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
How'd you do this?
You can restore an artifact like this.
There was a price, but one I gladly paid. I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Damn. What?
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Damn, look at this place.
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Are we in danger?
Is this place dangerous? It feels...
Unnatural, yes. We are, however, in no immediate peril. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
How did you find this?
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What does that mean?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like...
The lands between.
This one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Huh. And he wants this.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh. Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Alluvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Okay. I thought I could explore that area right there, like walk around and stuff. But it was just for the cutscene itself. Yeah. Interesting. Ah, that's where she put that. There she is.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
Okay, let's see. There we go. Can I teleport there? Here, there we go. Much better. This way. Go. Oh, now she's there as well. Secrets. Inquisition. Connections. Forces. Ooh, I like this one. True Grit. Okay, here we go. Ferelden. What do we have here? Contact the hero of Ferelden. Sister Liliana, the hero of Ferelden, made contact. He left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor, as well as goods from his travels that might be of use. That's cool. We have included them in this missive. Yours in service, Sister Regine. That's so cool. Stop the rumors.
Any clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
Okay.
Let's see what we have.
Judgment, the good works of... Okay. Delicate negotiations. Aiding Kirkwall.
All right.
Okay. place. Aid those impacted by the Civil War.
Inquisitor?
Okay, accept report. Favor returned. Ambassador Montilio. Alright, so according to what I have here, the next place is, let me watch it again because I forgot. The Emerald Graves. Emerald Graves. Okay. They gave me new stuff, wasn't it? Armor. Superior Prowler. Whoa. Whoa. Mask of the Empress. Uh-huh. Okay. Weapons. I need to gear up everyone better. Griffin Mail. Oh, I got new schematics. So it wasn't an armor given to me, it was the schematics of the armor. Got it. Special shipments. Superb.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
Craft armor. Light armor. Formal attire. I got new legs. Not enough materials. The Warden armor. What is this for again? Oh, rogue only, yeah. Hunter coat. I'll put I'll use this and then oh boy, I really don't have that many. You know what, never mind, I'll not craft that. Oh, there you go. I'll not craft that. Too expensive. I don't have all the materials, man. Oh, it's this armor that the hero Ferelden gave us. Interesting. Okay. Craft weapons. Long sword of the dragon. Okay. Superb daggers of the dragon. Damn. Shield of the dragon. Shield of the Dragon made of wood. I don't know, man. Ooh, the Grey Warden shield. That's cool. I should make that. Yeah. And then here. Fire resistance. This one. Yeah. Okay.
Where's my other hand? Right there.
Okay. Now, let's go here. Oh, where is it? Here. World map. The hinterlands. Okay. Oh, we have new stuff there. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? Alright, we go there then. The western approach. I also have stuff there. Right, let's go here then. View. And we go here. Or yeah, here. There you go. Okay. First things first. I wanna do no. This. Huh? Blackwall? What happened, Blackwall? Blackwall, what happened? No! Guys, what happened to him? I was gonna give him stuff. What happened to Blackwall? What? Oh, Blackwall, what happened, man? What the heck? Oh, wait, he has a mission. What the heck? Hello? Hello?
Might be something here.
Inquisitor. Messenger.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
What the heck? Where?
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
A crumpled report. It looks like it was removed from a recent report to Sister Liliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Collier massacre of 937, was captured in Leeds, I don't know. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement. Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Thom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the next... within the week in Valreal. What the heck is going on? What the heck? Let me go there. There you go. Wait, I picked the wrong mage. Oh, whatever. Where do I switch? God damn it. I thought he would allow me to. Ah, whatever. Let's go here. Whoa! What?
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
What the?
Ah, human justice. Proceed.
Stop!
Blackwall.
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Oh.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Oh, damn. But wait, there's gotta be more than that to this. What is the... There's gotta be more than that. Gosh damn it, it's bothering me that I don't have the right guy on my party. It's bothering me that I don't have the right guy on my party. Because I'm scared of, like, wrong interactions and stuff. Let's see. My lord, these loading screens. They take forever. My lord. Ah, now I need to do this because I picked up the wrong thingy. TP. Where do I... Change.
Nothing to report, sir.
Change. Here. There we go. What? That's not it. There we go. Now it is the right one. Oh my lord. Okay. World map. Here. Nice. Finally. There we go. Speak to Rainier in his cell. I guess that's why.
Please calm yourself.
I guess that's why Blackwall was like, oh, like, when I was. I'm gonna tell you this story like when I was a kid, you know. I was a coward and I didn't do this or that. So that's why he said this. Valria prison. But there's gotta be a reason why he did what he did, right? Oh, there's loot here. Damn it. Blackwall only. Oh, there he is.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man.
That's
But a good man.
crazy.
The man he was wouldn't have let another die in his place.
That is like a very interesting, what do you call it? Like plot twist. Did not expect that. You really killed those people.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man.
You are not pretending, right?
This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
You're more than that.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
I mean, he feels clearly awful about all of stuff. If he was such a... I mean, obviously what he did was bad, but if he was such a bad person, like, I don't think he would feel any remorse for that.
Yes.
Who's Thom Rainier?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
Who's Mornay?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man.
Ah.
When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
Who was the real Blackwall?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
Well, he didn't think so.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Your crime.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, Ulf Gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself.
Damn.
Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
What did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question, just as your men trust you.
Our cause is just...
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country.
I mean, but kids, like, come on.
But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Yes. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
It shouldn't be that way.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
That I have to go. Oh! Hold on, guys. There you go.
That's all for now.
Damn. Discuss the situation with Cullen. That's tough.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
So it's not Tom, it's Tom. Why the H then? It's just Tom. I appreciate it.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
It's tough, man, but what would you do? Let me see.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
Well, people change.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Get him out.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Damn. Operation available. I know he murdered, and I'm not normalizing what he did and all, but he's a different person. A lot of people change, and you know, as long as we see that it's a different person, you know.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One will make you stand up for us.
I cannot answer these questions. I am your junior.
But I understand it's hard for a lot of people to accept stuff like this. Let's see, the original Black Wall also saw men deserving a chance for redemption. Yeah. I think everyone should. I maybe people might think I'm delusional, but I personally think everyone should be given a chance if they are genuinely, you know, showing that they regret that. If they're regretting something, it's because they disagree with it. Well, obviously, if there's someone who's still being an asshole, then you know, all hope is lost on those people. But, okay. We can storm the prison with a small force and take
I have
training.
requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste, preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander.
This one.
We can use this to our advantage.
I'm not bait.
Hush, just look pretty.
Okay. So I think we're all humans, we all make mistakes, you know. Sure, like, not, you could say, oh yeah, but not everyone makes the mistake of killing an entire family. Sure, I understand that, you know. It's hard to explain. I'm not good with words. I'm not trying to normalize what he did. I disagree 100% with what he did, but it feels like he didn't have to do that, but he decided to. Any of what he has been doing. And his death will not bring that family back. But his redemption might save more people. You know? So yeah.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I hate to see you like this.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I had no choice.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Yeah, you're free if you atone.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man
Blackwall
you are, not the
greatly
traitor you
approves.
thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for. If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
Ooh, that was rough.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. Right. Let me go talk to him. There he is.
Your worship.
Hold on, guys.
Inquisitor?
That's my computer. Ignore it. What do I call you now?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
It's your choice.
Doesn't matter to me.
Thank you.
Nothing right now.
So...
War in Orlais
Oh,
has
there we
claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Okay, so I think that's it. There we go. We did it. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. World map. We were about to go to... here, I think? We have a couple missions. I think that's it, right? Let's go. Oh no, there's another one here. Oh, the Bianco one. There you go. Okay, first I want to go like this, and this, and then I'll, because I wanted to change their gear. Okay. We don't have a lot of time though, so we'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll just switch their gear and that's it. Because to fully commit to something right now, it's gonna take a long time. That's why Blackwall is my favorite companion. The twist puts an entirely different perspective on his character. Wouldn't necessarily like have him as my favorite because of a plot twist, but he's a very interesting character. I think he's a cool character. Weapons. Aha. Eh? No way. Instead of this one, this one. Yeah. Yeah. Now here, weapon. Oh, that one. Okay. Access. Wait, what? 2 Constitution. No. Don't I have a better one? Rip. Okay, this one. Weapons. There we go. Accessories. This one. This one. Let's see. But to be fair, most of the Dragon Age Inquisition cast is awesome. Yeah, they have a lot of good ones, yeah. I agree. Armor. Sure. We'll give her this one. There we go. And now we go with change party and go with bam. 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 And now we go here. Nothing. Armor. Nothing. Okay. Then this guy. Weapons. Aha, that's what I wanted. There we go. And then armor. Nah, he's nice. Oh, his hat. There you go, the assassin's hat. Okay. Yeah. And then here. Weapons. Okay, his is better. Armor. That sounds better. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Change party. Okay. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna give anything there. Okay, this one, I guess. Damn, he looks not that great on him, though. But it is what it is. Well, let me check these other ones. Damn. I mean, I barely use him, to be honest. So maybe I'll give him this one. Okay. Then here. This one. Then we go with armor. Ooh, that's an interesting one. There you go. This one. And then here. Weapons. Okay, hers is better. Armor is... Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Look how she looks like. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Everyone is kind of equipped, I guess. Alright. Good stuff. Now I can sell stuff. Where do I sell stuff? I don't know where to sell stuff. But yeah. I think we're going to continue here next time on stream. Let me just quickly level them up. No, here. There we go. Alrighty. There they are. Ready to battle. Okay. Well, everyone, I'll stop it here for today. Let me actually save properly, because I don't know if this is like... There you go. Instead of F5. Right. Quit. There we go. Alrighty, everyone. Here we go. Thank you so much, guys, for being here on the stream. I hope it was good fun for you guys. I had a lot of fun. It was very like lore focused, this stream, and I like that. I like the lore of it, so that was nice. Less wandering around and stuff like that, so I liked it more. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys, for spending your precious time here in this first day of the week. First stream of the week. I appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves, and see you guys tomorrow. Be well, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.